Hello, my people, my people, my people, my people. Yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm really, really, really happy because things are getting better. For the Lord is and things are getting better. Things are getting better. Things are getting better. You see those testimonies that I've just shared? Before starting this, they are actually real. They are as real as the oxygen every one of us keeps breathing in. Honestly, very, very real. Like the very second day I released the video on Newfoundland and Labrador registration to internationally educated nurses, that person that got job with Newfoundland and Labrador sent me those charts, and we deliberated on the best pathway to go through the journey. And honestly, it's lovely. And while we were yet speaking, while we were still on that, still deliberating and which one should we go, is it the provincial nomination, is it Atlantic pilots pathway and all that, someone again chatted me up and said, oh sis, please, I got interview with this employer, this agency, this recruiter. Could you please help me, guide me on what to do? I've never done such interviews with them before and that and all that. And honestly, I really couldn't help much because I thought I would be able to read through their CV. I actually read through the CV, but when I saw the CV, I just felt, oh, this won't be anything this person cannot cope with. And to God be the glory, great things he had done. That person actually got that job. The first person got that job as healthcare assistant. They are registered nurses, but they got that job as healthcare assistant, which is very good. Honestly, at least they can go then start their registration and keep on doing them. And the second person who did an interview got a job as a registered nurse. And I will put the name or the link of this recruiter so that you too can maybe contact them if you think you will need them. Then I got a few care homes or residential homes over there. There are links. I'm not sure whether they are recruiting overseas nurses or whether they are recruiting internationally, but then there's actually no harm in checking on them. I've sent a mail to about 2 or 3 of them. I'm still waiting for responses from them, but really there is no harm in trying them out. Before I go on, this is our channel together. It's not my channel alone. It belongs to every one of us because this is where we meet. We deliberate on things that will make our life better, make the journey easier. Honestly, most of my doubts are getting cleared, and I have to actually also congratulate you guys on Canada pathways, the Nova Scotia pathway. People were getting grumpy at some point, but would I just say that these steps are not too slow? You guys just started submitting your forms, your applications on May 1st. It's not they are not too slow, and I will show you something that would actually make you know too that they are not too slow, because these guys are actually doing everything to ensure that they get everyone going, and you won't be left out. Just tell it to yourself that in the Nova Scotia journey, I will not be left out. I'm going to get my own assessment, and it's going to be positive, and I will get good job, I will get good employer, and I will go, and the land will flourish for me, and I will flourish in the land. So that is just the spirit. To be fair, humanly speaking, I look at so many things. I have my doubts. I really have no doubts in them, but I have my fears. And I've been hearing my fears to the people in that Nova Scotia group that I belong to. Like, I keep feeling like these people would want to select people who have passed NCLEX first, but it doesn't seem like they are going to discriminate. They are just going to, the way I'm seeing things, it's like they are just going to assess your documents and feel, oh, you are good to come, whether you have NCLEX or you don't have NCLEX. We know how to get everyone going. I think that is just the spirit. And not quite long ago, my attention was called to this Nova Scotia College of Nursing requesting or placing adverts for people who will help them to review, to assess those applications that you guys have put in place. So we have to be calming down. Let's calm down like this. there's really no point to rush. No rush. It's going to get to everybody's turn. Because when God is settling your neighbors, you know the Lord is in the neighborhood. And so he's not going to bypass you. He's not going to bypass me. The Nova Scotia thing is going round. It will go round. It will get to your turn. But please, the talk of migration, the work of migration, the efforts putting into it are not easy. And I could feel the palpable reasons people are being anxious. But please, don't be anxious. Be anxious for nothing. In all things, by prayer and supplications, do what? Make your requests known unto the Lord. I know many of you are Bible scholars, and you quite know that everything will pan out very well. So I'm quite happy that things are going in the directions that every one of us are wishing they should go. If you still want to do the Newfoundland and Labrador applications, please do it. And if it is Nova Scotia thing that you want to do, you know they don't need English for some of us that's from some countries, and you guys have started. So please go on ahead. If that is what you want to do, go on ahead and do it. And if it is the Newfoundland and Labrador, if you meet their English requirements, some of them will require you to pass either IENS or CELBAN, then please do it. Or if you have the required IENS or CELBAN results, then just go ahead, launch out, put yourself into it, and be hopeful, be prayerful. Honestly, don't look back. Don't think anything bad will come out of it. Don't think you're not going to be favored, because you, especially you in particular, you've been single. They should go. If you still want to do the Newfoundland and Labrador applications, please do it. And if it is Nova Scotia thing that you want to do, you know they don't need English for some of us that's from some countries, and you guys have started. So please go on ahead. If that is what you want to do, go on ahead and do it. And if it is the Newfoundland and Labrador, if you meet their English requirements, some of them will require you to pass either IENS or CELBAN, then please do it. Or if you have the required IENS or CELBAN results, then just go ahead, launch out, put yourself into it, and be hopeful, be prayerful. Honestly, don't look back. Don't think anything bad will come out of it. Don't think you're not going to be favored, because you, especially you in particular, you've been singled out for that favor that is happening in Canada right now. You've been singled out to be favored. And when I mean to be favored, not just anyhow favor, expressly. Like you will enjoy express, geometrical, exponential favor. So today it's not like I'm here to do a whole big talk. I'm not doing a whole big talk. I'm just here to drop my voice of hope and to give you moral support. The journey of migration is not a journey of close your eyes and open. Of course, to some people it's quite easy. They will just close their eyes and open it, and bim, they are there. But I'm telling you, for about 95% of us that launched into migration, it wasn't a journey of putting gari inside water, adding granules and adding sugar and cold water, and everything just cool. But then I believe it's not really bad. It's not bad. The cost is not exorbitant, and the efforts the people, the Nova Scotia College of Nursing guys are putting into it is actually appropriate. Very much appropriate. And like I used to tell people, when the reports start coming, it will be in droves. You will be surprised. And if you've maybe invested your money into migration in the days before, in the years before, and they did not yield, this is your time. And if you really still do not believe in it, please start believing now. Come believing. Start believing now, because it's actually going to happen, and it's already happening. Something good is already happening. Something better is in store. You get it? If you don't get it, don't forget about it. To tap me or tap the next person to you to just tell you, because you can't afford to forget about what is happening at this point in time. You cannot afford to forget, because it's going to reach your side. So I'm quite happy. I'm happy from the reports I'm getting, reports I'm seeing in groups. Everything has been positive. My fear personally have been like being wiped off. Yeah, the singular fear I had about it was maybe they would prioritize NCLEX holders above those who do not have NCLEX. But from what I've been seeing, everyone is having a good going, and your going too will be good, beautiful, lovely, profitable, maximally rewarding to everyone. So please, today is just to let you know that your hope should be kept alive. Please keep your hope alive, and I'll drop the links here. I've actually done a series of how to apply and all those things, and I don't know, I was to maybe do some editing work with my guy, and so we were to upload, and I really do not know how I missed those things. That's been close to a month now, and it's been quite crossing my mind consistently to do some other things. But then the CVs we are having, I don't think we need to do anything extraordinary except that master all the things, because the person who did the interview with Canada Health Lab, they actually asked that questions around what those things they were inside that CV, and they were actually asking this person if they wanted to come. When they wanted to come, the person was giving them like sort of giving them 3 months, 4 months, and they were like, oh, is it not possible for you to be here maybe a month, 2 months? So you guys should know that these guys are really serious. And so if you are still thinking that it is not real, let me shout it to you loud and clear: it is real. It is real. So thank you guys for keeping your hope alive, and please keep at your efforts. Continue, be prayerful. Everything will be very, very fine. I can tell you that 100%. Everything will be fine. Thank you so much. Check the links here. You will have about 3 or 4 links. I'll give you the link of that those recruiters, and I'll give you some links to some homes that do recruit. But what I'm not sure about those homes is if they are picking overseas. But there's no harm in asking. Like I said, I've sent them mails. You too can send them mails, and you can look at all those their national links, their state links. Everything will be in this particular video. Thank you very much. Keep enjoying you. See you in Mapuland.